Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESL ESEA Pro League. We're still trundling on with our Season 2 kickoff week. It's been a fantastic one already. NIP, what's happened there? But we do need to address TSM Fnatic. That's going to be our next game, and it is going to be a good one, hopefully, over on Train.
We say hopefully because the last one was a bit of a letdown. Envy Titan, it was the big French battle, but Envy kind of just rolled on over them.
I think the only reason that we considered it like a potentially a Titan, Titan could have given him a real good game was because Envy lost to NIP recently, struggled a little bit in Dubai. We saw, a couple of shakes for Envy. So that's the reason we kind of eyed up Titan. We're like, okay, this is going to be a good one. This, however, is Titan Fnatic. Titan Fnatic? TSM Fnatic is what it actually is. And we are going into the knife round. So we may as well throw that on your screens as we're going to be going on to see who gets the choice of side over on Train. One of the more important knife rounds, to an extent, does enable you to start strong over on that CT hub. But also, it gives you the option to start on T, I guess. I don't think that's ever going to happen in the world, but it could. And we have been seeing more often than not, actually, as of late. Like I casted Train, the NIP game, which was NIP Envy, and actually, more and more rounds were getting picked up on the T side.
Yeah, it really can be down to the teams, and Fnatic do have a very good T side, but it was 16-6 last time they met on here to TSM, and that was in the Fragbite Masters in the offline match. So we'll see whether online is going to make a difference for them. It was. It looks like it will be Fnatic's going to be starting out the CT side, as you would expect. Once whoever wins that knife, it's almost a guarantee they're going to pick the CT side. So, what do TSM have in their bag of tricks? They did have a pretty impressive T side. It wasn't amazing, but nobody has an amazing T side yet. Yet. I say yet. It is Train. It's still classed as a new map.
I mean, yeah, this map, this iteration is most definitely a new map. And look at TSM.
Choo-choo.
The Glock train is coming into the station, and Flush is going to be the conductor. Make it 5 members, all charging on towards him. They are going to come from the upper location. That flash is going to completely obscure his vision as they dive onto the site. And this is beautiful execution from TSM. They're already in. The bomb's going down, and they are all over the train yard.
Yeah, completely caught Fnatic out there. They were going around the back. They were trying to get around there. JW's coming from behind. He's going to get tested by Device. Dennis trying to push on through, but Carrigan gets himself a double. There's JW trying to leap on over, and the Zeus strikes there. It's a little whimper there. Oh, when you get caught out by it.
Fantastic. Well, I mean, if you ever want to see a perfect pistol round, Zeus kills and 5 men still alive is probably the closest you're going to get. So really impressive from TSM. The one flash as well, that one flash enabling them to get in completely unscathed.
Yeah.
Very, very solid start then from TSM. And we saw the dangers of this second round, especially for Fnatic. So let's see if Fnatic can make a dent. And you can see TSM are most definitely ready for this one. They're not going to let this one go away. Envy, they brought 5 SMGs second round. TSM, they've gone 5 rifles. And 4 of them are AKs.
Yeah, this is a problem. We do see a Zeus on Olaf Meister. I'm going to see where he goes with that one. He's coming out of Ivy, see if he can get close enough. JW, bomb plant going down. Still 4 members of Fnatic alive. That's pretty risky from TSM. I mean, they hadn't cleared out site correctly, but Device has hit himself a 3rd. And can he make it 4 as Olaf's going to come around behind him. He's got that Zeus ready. He's going to try and sneak up. His Device is just around the corner. Tries to rattle off those shots. Now's his chance to shine. He's waiting for Device's attention to get drawn. Oh, he missed it. Would you believe it? He gets the pistol nonetheless. But that's the risk. That's the risk. It is a 1-shot, 1-kill, or you miss it, you're in trouble. But Flush is going to try and pop around. CZ's not going to work out for him. TSM will back away. Another successful round.
It feels odd hearing the Zeus without the kind of party sound effects behind it and the confetti coming up. But no, we are going to be seeing TSM pick up the second. Cost them 2, and we are going to see 2 AKs being forced to buy back into this one. So Fnatic be able to keep a little bit of a foot on TSM's economy, but still TSM looking to pick up the 3rd one as well. It's just Flusher with the Kevlar.
Device had a big round there, but he's gone back to the Mac 10.
Well, I mean, he knows what Fnatic are in,
He knows they're going to be on nothing here. So this is probably going to be another fast one from TSM. Is it going to be... Oh, it's going to be a B hit, maybe. No. I think they're just going to go pile down pop dog. No, they are. They're just going to train on through once again. It's Device leading the charge, and the Mac 10 strikes.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you going to do here?
They're stacked up. They're stacked on
kidding? He gets it! He's going to get Carrigan down with the Zeus. He was insistent on making that happen after his shortcomings in the round just before. Pronax has one as well. Can we see it? Ooh, Flusher Takes down Xyp9x all of a sudden this round, which they have absolutely no reason to win. Don't you dare! Oh my god, Flusher then. Picked up 2 already. Now it's a 1v1. This round, Fnatic had nothing, and fortunately cajunb saves the day, but they could not have got much closer. A Zeus kill for Olof and a whole lot of frags for Flusher with 2 with his CZ. Does bring that round under control for TSM, but whew, Fnatic keeping TSM on their toes, even in a complete bareback eco.
But 3-0 is the score, and TSM are in the lead. So they've made use of that very impressive pistol, perfect pistol round from them. But now we're seeing a bit of a split. There's going to be 2 Device, KGB going over towards Ivy, but Xyp9x and dupreeh going fast over to B side again. But the bomb has been left, and I think it's in JW's eye line. He's actually in Pop Dog. No, it's just above. It's just above the ladder. I didn't see whether they'd actually thrown it down there, but dupreeh lingering through the smoke. Olofmeister and Flusher are the ones down in B. They're just testing the waters, trying to find anything at the moment. But JW's going looking. He's going to find Device.
Yep, that's going to be an easy pickup for him. So TSM operating at a disadvantage already. And with a frag like that on A, maybe going to be considering some of their options. kajunb's been rather quiet towards Ivy side. It's him and Pronax that are having a bit of a battle here. It's a bit of a standoff at this point. He's going to go looking, and oh, Pronax. Wow. Very efficient as he does delete kajunb. And TSM, this round has kind of been slowly lost from a couple of individual plays from Fnatic. Not over yet, though. Xyp9x looking to make his presence known in Pop Dog. Fires off a warning shot, and Fnatic just lie in wait, holding these angles.
Oh, JW, that's the one pass, but Dennis is going to know that he's going to be likely to coming up the rails or just slipping on through there. Karrigan,
dive to his death.
Down. Yeah, they fell down. Dennis picks himself up a quick, easy double. So, I mean, the damage was done in the opening start of that. JW going aggressive, actually, into A main, finding the kill. So Fnatic get themselves their first CT round, and that puts TSM in a predicament because they did lose so many weapons in that previous eco round. It means they're going to have to eco themselves.
Yeah, and they're really efficient, actually, from Fnatic. It was really kind of refreshing to see Pronax winning out on that 1v1 up against kajunb. Just so neat and tidily as well. kajunb, of course, the one that secured TSM's round. Nice timing on that nade as well. Excuse me, as my body fights back. But so far, not too much exchange. And TSM, we saw Fnatic in a similar position, managed to pick up 2 frags.
But Fnatic have made a few little adjustments. They were keeping one guy on B, and the other was sitting in Z connector. But this time, I think because they lost those B sites so easily, they've kept Olof and Flusher both there now, which has obviously put it a 3-man defense on Ace courtyard, and that's where TSM are going to try and hit. kajunb with the deagle finds Dennis. Is that going to open things up? Will it force Fnatic to over-rotate? Because TSM look to be changing direction.
Maybe, hopefully trying to get that bomb down. I mean, that would be a dream scenario for TSM at this point, with what they currently have equipped. Just the 2 deagles, kajunb and dupreeh are the ones wielding them, and I think that's kind of spoiled it a little bit.
That's pulled Olof back. Olof back in Z connector, so now they're actually going to try and push out a Pop Dog. Pronax getting a little dink on him there, and he gets taken down. dupreeh again. Another one, but look at that. Olof and JW, quick cleanup, and suddenly there's only 2 men remaining. Make it 1 and 0. As finally Fnatic do clean up the courtyard.
But they do take 2 with them, and that's that's pretty decent from TSM. Same kind of numbers Fnatic were posting with a similar buy. Of course, that does neglect to mention the round where Flusher managed to go insane with his double and bring it into a 1v1. Now, just the one kind of limitation buy onto TSM. It's going to be Karrigan who does take the Kevlar and the Tech 9, throwing out a real strategic decoy as well, which I'm sure is going to bring him victory. It's like burning $50.
Never underestimate the power of a decoy. Pronax again, this time flashed out, challenging. Don't think he caught a glimpse of kajunb crossing a by. JW going very aggressive with his AWP. Now, Karrigan is around there. It's that Tech 9, remember. That molly not going to bounce into the corner where Karrigan is. So he's safe for now, but it means he's going to check around there. He's caught with a grenade in his hand, but he manages to get himself a shot onto Karrigan. Karrigan's going to be kicking himself there. He had an open chance.
Yeah, that was a vulnerable AWP who just fired his shot. Karrigan played it right, though, trying to push off the back of that, knowing exactly where JW was, but I mean, you can't really anticipate a shot like that from JW. Very quick on the trigger to find that one. So 4 vs 4 now.
Ooh, Olaf going up Pop Dog.
Look at this. Quite reminiscent of what Get Right was doing not too long ago. But Zipnix, there's absolutely no way he's going to expect this. And that's going to be a free frag and the bomb for Fnatic.
Yeah, that's very much Fnatic's round now. Cajun B and Device, the last two standing. Cajun B's already in the middle. He's found one. He took down JW. Now, Dennis is also just around the train cars. Dennis is about to get a free shot on him, and he will take him down. And now Device, the last man standing. Pretty much in no man's land. The bomb was dropped down by Brown Halls, and Olafmeister's covering it off. So Device is going to be well aware of that. So he's going to try and change things up. Only 14 seconds on the clock here, so it's simply a case of trying to find a kill more rather than winning the round for him. Olaf absolutely heard that ladder plate, and he's just jumping around trying to draw his attention. But Device in complete courtyard. I wouldn't have expected him if he was looking to save.
Neither will Fnatic, though. And Dennis doesn't even choose to pick. He's happy. He's keeping that up. And JW's got his eyes set on it. And I mean, talking of JW, he's still sitting on 9 grand. So he's going to be the one to be keeping the money afloat for the Fnatic boys going into this one. On talking of money, though, you can see TSM are looking a little bit skimp for cash. It's just going to be a Deagle for Cajun B, a P250 for Dupree and Carrigan, with Device, of course, saving the AK. So another round that should be going the way of Fnatic as we kick this one off. And TSM already have done well to get those first 3 off the back, but it comes down to what you can build off that. When you win the pistol on Train T side, that's a fantastic start, but it comes down to what building blocks you can place on top of that.
2 of them pushed out of Ivy there. I think Cajun B would have given that information, which is why they're pushing fast in towards Flusher here. Flusher, though, quickly getting on towards one. Zipnix actually was the one that picked up the kill. That nade's going to bounce nicely along with that molly. It's going to prevent that bomb plant while the rest of the team join in. And that's all TSM really wanted. They wanted to try and get that fast plant Device with that AK, not able to make too much of a dent. And the little nade will trickle in to pick up the round. So, going the way, as you would expect for the CT side so far, 4-3, Fnatic's advantage.
Now, I'm intrigued. Okay, I was going to say if Zipnix was going to go get the AWP for one of his 2 players, but no, it does look like we're going to be seeing the 5 AKs again. I always feel like the AWP on T-side train can be such an influential role. I mean, on any side of train, let's be honest. And we saw what JW can do already, going hyper-aggressive more often than not. Talking of hyper-aggressive, is this a Pop Dog play? It is. He gets away with this far too often. Mollies himself actually sometimes through Pop Dog, but this time he's going straight on through. There is going to be a flash. Is he going to be able to connect the shot? No, no way. As Zipnix does pick that one up. And look at Dennis.
Dennis also caught off. He was looking towards A main, and that's just open courtyard completely. Carrigan pushing on through. Now the bomb plant going to go down. Oh, but Olafmeister's still not been dealt with. He's in and around courtyard. Ooh, that ring rattling the shots with smoke there, almost catching him, but he does. Flusher comes through. And now, wow, bomb plant down, but Carrigan all alone. He's up Pop Dog, so he's got the good covered angle. Oh, and he would have caught a glimpse. Electric should be a good safe haven for him, but that molly going in behind him is going to force him to make a move here. He's just about dodging around it. That's a great molly. He went onto the bomb. He gets the shot down on Carrigan. Don't sure, Olaf, is he going to risk it? He can't. He hasn't got the time. He's going to go in. He's got the defuse kit. I think he might just get it. Yes. That was close. That was close. He had to take the damage from the molly there, or he'd been in trouble. He wouldn't be able to get it.
He even had a smoke in his kit, which surprises me. Like,
yeah, he could have just put it out.
Come on, Olaf. I know you're just trying to showboat a little bit, keep things exciting for the viewers at home, but there was a smoke sitting there in his kit and didn't choose to use it to delete that Molotov a little earlier. But still, 5-3 going to be the score. And Fnatic still yet to give TSM some breathing room off the back of those initial 3.
Yeah, now the round loss kicking in, of course, does mean TSM can buy themselves.
That's the AWP.
And that's the AWP for Carrigan. Now, aggressive stuff again. JW, look at that! Straight into Pop Dog, right up to the ladder this time, even more aggressive. Now, they've actually passed on by. They're in brown holds. Now, if Flusher and Olaf realised that, JW may go up behind him, even with that AWP.
Don't get me excited.
It's entirely possible, you know. He looks like he's considering it, but no, he's going to... It's like, let's be serious. Let's just calm things down here. But now, look at this. Is Dupree going to drop down?
In the words of Sheila Booth, do it. Do it, JW. Do it. Give us a fancy 360 ladder, no scope.
Speaking of fancy ladders, Olaf's going up in towards that smoke. That molly's going to force Cajun B back. Carrigan, sorry. This time, Cajun B's coming back. Nobody's peeking. I think they know. They know that JW is waiting. Oh, he's going up.
Oh, I just genuinely gave it a drum roll, as now It does look like JW's just crawling behind. It's going to be... Oh, he just misses
the
back.
corner.
They're going to push into upper, though, and Olaf's going to be able to find one. Zipnix trades it out. Does get caught out, though. They know exactly where JW is, but he's still peeking. That's not stopping him. It's going to be Zipnix who goes down. It's actually his teammate who shot him, as I completely misread that. But now Device, last man standing. He's on the other bomb site, and that bomb is so far away from him, it hurts.
Yeah, they read that one really well, didn't they? They kind of knew it was coming. The fact that Olaf was already going up the ladder, ready and waiting for them to come through. Flusher was lining up the shot. Device will get one. It's going to be Pronax, and I think that's going to be him backing away. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. So Fnatic will pick up the round despite TSM's attempts to get in towards B side. B side was where they were successful before. That's where they were winning the rounds. But Fnatic, since picking up that round, have looked pretty much impeccable. Great CT side from them.
Yeah, so far this could keep going the way of Fnatic, that's for certain, especially considering TSM's buy into this round. It's going to be just the 2 Tech 9s. If they want to get kind of close quarters with this one, the only real way they're going to do that is if they push out on towards A.
TSM have not once got through Ivy yet. Pronax has actually been a bit of a brick wall over there.
It's true. They're coming out through main, and actually Dennis is in a prime position for the spray, but no, KGB, 1 bullet, 1 kill into the brain of Dennis, and now they do have a bit of a round on their hands. 4v4. Olaf is going to be making it a bit more difficult, but Zipnix fights right back as he takes down Flusher.
Oh, the fast pace this time from TSM working out well for them, and Carrigan manages to land another. Now Olaf gets him down. So 1 in Pop Dog, 1 over in main. Device just tucked in around there. JW still yet to be dealt with, and Olaf's going to be the one that tries to pressure it. That means Device is going to go looking, and JW, I think he realizes someone's above him. Going to go peeking around there. Device will get the one. No, drops straight down into JW. Couldn't have. I don't know whether he got lucky there, whether he realized JW was under him. He just sort of dropped off the train and oh, hello.
Oh, no, he missed his jump. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Missed his jump for the first frag and actually got a second, but that's going to be a much-needed round for TSM. A quick breather before, of course, Fnatic will buy straight on back into this one. And they did that with Tech 9s. It's almost like those Tech 9s forced them into a playstyle that actually brought the round home. Going for those early picks, charging out of main is something we haven't seen TSM do with a full buy, and I don't think they're going to be doing it now yet again.
Fast smokes this time in towards
Courtyard.
Is that going to be a distracting force, or are they just going to push on through? They are. JW, though, look at this. He's in a great spot. Manages to get himself one. Tries to get a hook. Hops off the ladder. Goes back up the ladder. Maybe that new animation play working for him, but Carrigan will get taken down. But Dennis, I thought he had that one, but Oliver, I thought they lined up for the double, but not quite. And now 3 on 3. But this is certainly a round for Fnatic, and they can take it, and they will take it. It was a clean up in the end in the Courtyard.
Yeah, I mean, that was just TSM taking kind of notes of what worked, and it was, of course, that speedy pace coming out towards the A site. Excuse me, but they one problem was that they didn't anticipate Olaf and Pronax getting 2 frags apiece. 2 very quick frags as well, especially from Pronax, keeping that site safe. And 7-4 then is going to be our score going on into the next one. Haven't seen too much from, where is he? It was Dupree, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, Joe Dupree, 3 frags so far from him in this game.
Let's check his ping before we start saying anything. Oh, it's all right. It's actually on 11.
Look at all of these. Oh my, look at Fnatic's pings.
Sweden, man. Sweden.
Damn you, Sweden. So they're essentially having a LAN party for everyone else in Europe.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, sadly, for us. Cajun B with the bomb going to Ivy. Now, as I was saying, they haven't had too much success going through Ivy this time. Pronax is going to check it. JW is pushed all the way in brown walls as well, but Olaf's going to be the one that goes aggressive. Zipnix actually through the smoke, will get around the back of him and does manage to find the dome. And that's going to give a rifle across the TSM, but it's being covered off by Dennis at the moment, so he's not letting them near it. Flusher will also cover the other angle. Ivy was smoked off by Pronax, so Cajun B and Carrigan thinking better of it. Now they're going towards B side.
And they do have equal numbers. If they get the bomb down, it's going to be very good, but JW's making it difficult. Takes down Dupree. Those bomb, rather those digits are not going to be put in anytime soon. Yep, Carrigan's not long either.
He's so good with that quick scope.
He's just a beast. JW is the wonder child, and I mean 8-4 now. TSM, they'd probably be looking to aim for at least a 5 or 6, but 4 works. Of course, getting that extra off the back of the pistol. And still, we haven't seen the double ult come in. Fnatic have been leaning too much towards that. I know TSM do have a tendency to pick it up when they can, especially on CT train, but no. Quite happy with just the one.
Yeah, TSM are going to want to pick up another round or 2 here. They're starting to make it hard for themselves as they go in that T side. Flusher up close on ramp. It's going to get a little peek on Dupree as they passed in brown halls, but JW is the one that's going aggressive here. It's Cajun B that's just tucked in around the corner. Meanwhile, a couple of shots rattle off. KGB gets one, but it's quickly answered by JW, making it an even trade. Devices over on 8. Carrigan with the bomb, just lurking over Pop Dog. And it was Zipnix and Dupree that are looking. They did have a couple of bullets exchanged with Flusher, but nothing really landed.
No. He's sticking around long, so that's kind of keeping TSM locked out of a great part of their map. They can't use their spawn, they can't use that route into A main.
Carrigan.
Carrigan's going to challenge him. Oh, and that's smart. Carrigan waiting, just unlucky from JW, really. Yeah. The timing just completely against him. The second he looked away.
He was just checking for the guy ready to throw smoke. It's just that I was so unlucky with the timing there. And that's give TSM a massive opening.
Yeah, I don't know how much they're going to use it, though. 38 seconds, they are still taking their time. They're absolutely not feeling any pressure, no rush, but they most definitely are not going to be expecting Olof from behind. He's taken the reins from JW. He's coming in behind. TSM have entered the site, but they're most definitely not expecting Olof here.
Dennis on the train, just around the side there, Flusher as well. It should slow down the plant. All they need to delay, and like you say, Olof coming round. He's going to catch Dupree. Not going to fire just yet. Hold it. Oh my God, he almost messed it up. He does manage to get it down, and now it is just Zipnix left standing. Oh, and Olof. Well, just pops around that corner. Get a little wiggle, because that was beautiful.
That most definitely was. It was like probably around Pop Dog. I'll take your AWP. And even finds the frag, because that's going to be another for Fnatic. One more chance for TSM to pick up a round.
Olof is scary on this map. I mean, he's having a good CT side. He's very good on the T side as well. He is. This seems to be one of the maps. You know, players will just have that one map where they're good at. Olof's got quite a lot of them actually.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
this map about seems to be very good for him.
Yeah, he's definitely a real threat. I mean, 18 frags in the half. We've been seeing kind of a lot of individuals actually stand out individual performances so far in the Pro League. We're going to be going back into this one. TSM with a shoddy buy. We saw what happened when they had Tech9s last time. Actually found success. But now, Flush is about to meet a whole great deal of Danes. If he doesn't back away, does. Throws down the incendiary, and that's going to give him a little bit of breathing room to back away, try and find some angles and get some teammates to him. Here comes the push, though. It's going to be KGB first to go down. Zipnix quick trades it out as Olof just emerges through the smoke with a flash, and this could be beautiful. This could be his 20th. Not going to happen, as Pronax is forced to pick it up. And it's just going to be Dupree then left with 9 points of health, and that's going to be 10.
JW just runs on in there, and again another quick scope. But like, most people just don't get away with that sort of thing. They can't get away with that. But Fnatic pick up their 10th round, and it was a little worrisome at the start. It was a good start from TSM, but Fnatic have held their own very much on the CT side. And if they close it out at 11-4, I think they're going to be pretty happy with that.
I am surprised TSM went for that kind of rifle-y Tech9 armory buy to not have a full buy in the last round. That's a slight surprise. It does mean that they're left with a and 2 Galils with limited nades, just the 3 smokes and, what is it, 4 flashes.
JW going aggressive again.
This is what I was talking about before. He Molotovs the bottom and then just sits there. It's this aggressive push.
Domain.
He basically claims Pop Dog very early on with an AWP. I mean, he's basically just making life more difficult for himself.
Again, they've not once got through Ivy. Pronax just keeps them at bay. That one little smoke goes down, and a couple of shots rattled through. It looks like they really want to challenge it this time, but no, they're backing away again. They've not got through there once, whereas you look at most teams, especially look at Virtus Pro, they will push out all the time. You'll see Pasha going there every single round trying to challenge it, but Pronax this time, if he challenges, KGB seems to have the angle, and he does manage to come around. This should be KGB, so they actually have Pop Dog Ivy control, and they're pushing down on Pop Dog onto JW. So this has to be a TSM round now. 5-on-3.
They have no reason to lose it, but Dennis is starting to create one. Finds 2. The bomb's loose as well. TSM are starting to crumble under the boot of Dennis. 3. Now KGB and Dupree have to piece this one back together again. Olof is making it even more difficult, and TSM, this was their round to take. JW caught out of position. Fantastic pushing on with the entry frag as well from KGB, but Dennis has just completely destroyed that dream with 3 quick frags and 11-4. Lee, you're shaking your head. That should have been a 10-5. Now Fnatic, they've cut something quite nicely out for them on the T side.
Oh my lord. They finally took over Ivy, finally. And then KGB didn't really push through it much. They just, like, okay, we got him. Let's go. Like, you push from every angle, but Dennis is just like, all right, okay, one there, back away, get another one, back away, get another one. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. How did that happen? Yeah, incredible stuff. That they're going to be kicking themselves, because that should have been 10-5. It would have been a good half for them. They'd be happy with that T-side 10-5, but it wasn't the case. Now they're in a real tricky situation, because Fnatic could pick up the pistol, and then suddenly you're looking at, what, possibly 14 rounds.
That's kind of how train works these days, is that no matter how whoever starts on that CT side, it then comes down to if they win the pistol. Like if you're going to see,
that's why you see big scores.
Yeah, exactly. So it does come down to like a very, very important pistol.
It's either a
round.
big score or a really close score.
Yeah, and it is quite literally determined by this pistol and, of course, the second force as well. So, going into this one, TSM need this pistol, and they're, of course, on the CT side. Let's see where they place themselves as they go into one of the more important rounds here in the second half.
Well, Zipnix is the one that's going to get challenged. Flusher hop, skipping a jump as he goes past there, trying to land a couple of shots. Ironically, Pronax and KGB are going to be reversing the duel. Pronax's turn to challenge out, but JW on top of the train. Balls of Steel just comes on through and just takes down the Device with ease. And that's give TSM something to contemplate. They've gone for a 2-2 defense. Carrigan's just lingering, but it's going to be B-side. They're going to go for the hit on. And Zipnix does manage to get himself one on Flusher, but will be taken down. Dennis is the man once again.
Happens again and again. Dennis has been truly influential in his games for Fnatic tonight. Now, JW even trying to hit the Zeus, but does get caught mid-air with the new hitboxes. Dupree trying to find another one. It's just Dennis then darts away. 17 points of health versus 17. Excuse me, 73. Now, looking to do something with this one. Dupree just darting around, and Dupree does pick it up. Dennis was dancing with the devil, and TSM are going to fight on as they pick up the pistol.
That's huge for them because that was what 17 hit points there left. You would put it down that Dennis would win that duel. He just absolutely wrecked them in B side.
I think Dennis thought he had as well. That's why he was so aggressive.
But a triple for Dupree there, saving TSM because they were in on site quick, but Fnatic were so solid. But they forced it. They've gone with that Tech 9. You can see Dennis coming in. There's also JW who's doing a lot of work with that CZ in the past. But TSM have got a good hold on A yard. This is going to be tricky for them.
Yeah, but they are pushing up fast. KGB has the potential to really just shred them with the MP7 hit. Looks like he may very well just do that. Device has started as well with the FAMAS. As Fnatic do have armor, and so that's here. That SMG will be struggling a little bit. Dupree will not with the M4, opting for the A1 as well. It's worth noting. There's Fnatic, 2 members left. They know exactly where Olaf is, and he's low. And Device is slantedly going hunting.
Yeah, they've got his position covered here.
Device. Wonky? It feels wonky.
And Dupree from range. What wonky?
That's like, was it Device? It felt like the camera's like, I don't know. That's just, I think I'm losing my mind.
Maybe. Just late night.
Does that not look like, is it still doing it? It feels like he's just like, he's got his head on his shoulder.
It's just lazy head.
Oh, that's freaking me out. Okay, we'll move away from that. Let's just not watch Device. We don't care about Device anymore.
Sorry, isn't he like the top guy in the team? We don't care. We're ignoring him now. Scout actually for Carrigan, but this is going to be a fast push. And Zipnix, well, that's going to work out well. That nade was square on Flusher. Took him down to 2 health. Couldn't have been closer.
Whoa, that's insane. Flusher, there is literally no color in his health bar yet, but he's still kicking. Carrigan going for that jump scout. Of course, there is counterplay now, thanks to those new hitboxes, and I have a big smile on my face that I can say that with conviction. Oh, and Carrigan does find Dennis's head. That's a big start, and this should be TSM 7th now with a very heavily tagged up Flusher. Just really the only kind of slight bit of equipment that they have acquired is those 2 Zeuses, and JW goes on a bomb retrieval mission, and success is found.
He actually didn't expect to get out of that because he picked it up and immediately threw it back.
Take it!
Take it from me! I'm going down. Not quite sure JW is that girly, but they're all going straight to Device.
Here he goes.
Slanty Device. It's going to get themselves a triple, and it's going to pop out and make it a 4K. So easy stuff for him there. So okay, this is the round. This is the round that Fnatic make their comeback, or TSM suddenly kick into overtime.
Yeah, so this is the first 3. We saw exactly the same case for TSM beforehand. They got the first 3 off the back of the pistol. They've done exactly the same here. So far, 100% success rate in terms of how well you can build off the pistol. 6 of their 7 rounds have been those initial 3 on either side. So that's big from TSM. Now it's crunch time. Against a fully bought up, I say fully, no AWP in play for Fnatic, but they are going into this one with a better buy than TSM. Let's see where that bomb goes.
JW is the one that's got himself into the train yard. He's got Pronax alongside him. They're going to back away because that smoke keeping him off guard. Cajun B just tucked in, but Olaf Meister's come straight through Ivy unhindered. There's nobody that's actually kept him at bay here. Pronax is going to get around the back, and this is really Fnatic's round now to win because they picked up every single angle. This is really what TSM weren't doing when they were coming into the train yard. They weren't covering off every angle. Carrigan not managing to land the first, gets the second down, but in the end, the fact that Fnatic were literally coming from every angle possible on that train yard gave them a big advantage with the crossfire.
Whew. So, that's again Fnatic kind of reminding TSM that this is going to be a bit of an uphill struggle then, as they do acquire that one, and TSM going to come straight back with more. They did have that limited buy. They stuck around with like the 2 FAMAS and a scout into that one, so they hedged their bets. They had a go, didn't quite find enough in that round, and going to be going straight back with Carrigan on the AWP.
Alright, is Zipnik's going to go complete aggression? No, he's not. He's going to hold himself back. Oh, but Pronax has gone so fast through. Pronax is straight on towards KGB, gets himself another on device. I managed to watch that on the mini-map. He just piled through there. That's normally what you see Olaf doing, but instead, Olaf, I should say. I keep saying Olaf, sorry, that's habit of old League of Legends.
You've been watching too much Frozen.
No, it's League of Legends in my head, that is.
Really?
That's totally what that is. But Zipnik's is not going to be able to hold them. And
Wow,
Pronax is just absolutely ran straight through the courtyard there. Nobody even took a shot at him.
That was such a quick round as well. TSM, they put so much into that and have nothing to show for it. Now Fnatic sit at 13, and they're going to have to sit. Actually, watch this round fall by the wayside. I say that, tell a lie. Look at that investment. Full nades, even going for the full armor and the CZ57 combo, even a deagle for KGB. As they are going to be desperately trying to pick this one up. They are going to hopefully be anticipating a little bit of extra pace as well from Fnatic off the back of what Pronax did. And talking of pace, look at that, Fnatic. They're looking to make their presence known on B.
Good flash from Zipnik, so it'll slow them down. But there's not really a great deal they have to actually stop this steam train if it is to come through. Dupree's going to try and sneak up on Olaf. Got himself just around the corner. Just going to re-smoke it instead. I think Olaf's going to realise that was a very close re-smoke. And we'll just step away. Yeah, he's not going to fall out. He realises that, you know, close-range pistols actually can do damage. But there's a triple stack from TSM on B site here. They may catch Fnatic off.
This is so important for TSM. They've invested so heavily. This is pretty much kind of counting on picking up this round. Otherwise, we're going to be seeing Fnatic get to that 15 mark. Here we go. They start as they mean to go on. Pronax now down, but immediately traded out by Dennis. Carrigan is back. Gets a second.
Whoa.
Oh my god, that's huge. Now just 2 remain. JW and Olaf's not looking the healthiest of times.
And JW with this AWP against these pistols actually could be tricky for him, but you know, JW does do some crazy things. KGB's actually going to pop as well. Olaf is finally coming around the back, but if KGB gets up behind them, this could be massive. JW is going to get himself an angle all around the side, but nobody's showing for him. Oh, Olaf's caught onto us. He realises that somebody's coming around the back of him. It's going to be KGB, and he will shut him down, and now JW is all alone. And this is a huge round for TSM.
Yeah, this is insane. They couldn't do it with a full buy and an AWP, but yes, they can with just pistols and armor. Now all onto JW. Yes, he has his 2 flashes. Yes, he has his armor, but there's 3 Danes who are hungry for this round. He's not out dead just yet, though, but 0 time. He's going to be able to maintain his AWP. And, oh, I tell a lie. KGB hunts him down, and that's even better of an end for TSM.
Get the AWP. Yes, they have got the AWP. Carrigan picking it up just in the last split second there. Massive round for TSM. Massive round. Because that would have been so close to match point for Fnatic. And as you said, TSM had invested quite heavily into that round. It would have put them in serious problems.
And they wouldn't have been able to afford an AWP. I mean, that's another one they've just managed to pull away. You know, and I don't know how important that's going to be, because Carrigan hasn't been necessarily hitting the most crazy shots so far in this game with the AWP. Definitely most of his frags coming from the rifle, as Fnatic have just strolled on straight into the site. Pronax getting this early positioning always excites me. See if he can build anything from it.
This is scary, though. KGB is up and around there. They've literally smoked off Ivy and forgot it and left it. There's 3 members of Fnatic waiting there to just lurk on through the smoke. Dennis is already creeping his way through. KGB finally going back there, but JW is coming to open it up. Look, he's going to come around the side. If he manages to get a shot, oh, he didn't go for KGB, and that's actually a real big problem. KGB is going to get 3 shots. Olaf will manage to take him down, but if JW would have gone for that 1 kill, was it a smoke bug?
Yeah.
Ah, damn it, I was going to say, surely if it had gone for that kill.
Device is still wonky.
He's still
Look at him. He's drunk. He's hobbling around trying to get the frag. He still gets it.
He's got a gammy leg.
Completely. He's limping around. And it's going to be Flusher then, who's left with it all to do. No armor. 3 to find. Hopefully just trying to maintain that M4. Pretty sure they've got a good idea of where he is, because 2 TSM members are just trained on his location. Of course, he has already picked up a frag. Carrigan will be finding that one. So that's, of course, JW's AWP that he does recover and find the frag off the back of it, as TSM, winning that one all-important force, are going to be able to bring this game very, very close.
So they need to keep on going, though. Fnatic have, while TSM did pick up the round, they were getting pretty well tested by Fnatic, and this is a problem. Like, when Fnatic were holding, they were holding so strongly. TSM struggling a little to hold on, but they do manage to shut them out this time around. This time Fnatic, Olaf is already, again, out in that train yard. This time dupreeh should check it, but there's nades coming in, catching on towards him. He's actually smoking off. Okay, that's how they're dealing with him. They're just basically smoking him off and saying, you will not push through here. Then dupreeh gets JW through the smoke. Olaf just actually flashes his way through it. Goes through, gets dupreeh down, and now they're in real trouble. Device and KGB are off just around the side, but he gets himself another. This time it's Pronax that's pushed on through, and TSM are dropping.
This is actually very much what we saw from TSM beforehand. They did exactly the same thing. They weren't quite met with the same defense, though. This bomb's going to be going in courtesy of Flusher. Down to Xyp9x and Karrigan then to keep TSM in the running. Karrigan does have his 5-7 draw. Flusher's going to, he's going to show just enough for Xyp9x to find the frag. And Karrigan's made the call as well. He caught a glimpse of Olaf.
Clever play as well. Xyp9x is purposely delayed there. He's waiting for Karrigan to get around the back of them. Now he's pushing on through. They're going in as a 2, but unfortunately they're not able to find the angles. Dennis is lurking around the corner. Olaf also. They have them in a crossfire. Good little defense from Fnatic.
And good little defense from Dennis, who has really been an influential force. He's sitting, I was going to say second on the score, but rather third under JW and Olaf. But still, really good to see Dennis fragging as much as he is.
27 kills.
Yeah.
He's having a huge game on train once again.
I actually, sometimes I feel guilty because I get to that point where I see scores like that and I'm like, oh, it's just Olaf. You know, like, how on earth have I got, I've become like, what's the word?
Jaded?
Jaded, I have.
Jaded.
I've become jaded because Olaf is always hitting these kind of numbers. And I mean, 27 is an astounding result for him as an individual here on train.
He's going to try and get up close. Now, this worked out well for them last time they stacked out on B site, but Device is the only one with a rifle. This time, it's not quite so close, though. Device is up in sniper with that rifle, so they've managed to plant him up there, but it does mean that Xyp9x is on his own on B side. dupreeh going in towards Dennis. Just waiting for him. Just waiting. Oh, he's going to flash down. This is not good for dupreeh. He's going to get flashed out. Is he going to drop on down, though? Didn't follow through. Doesn't matter. Didn't need to.
Yeah, now TSM, they really, really have put everything into this round, and Fnatic are just dismantling it frag by frag. 2 left, Device and Xyp9x. This very well could be the end, as it's going to be all onto Device. Desperately trying to keep hold of that weapon, because he's going to have to take it into the last round of the game, or at least potential last round of the game. Getting hunted down by Olaf, and he's going to find it as well. Just completely cripples TSM, as that's going to be 15-9, and now you can see the numbers on your screen in a second. They are not looking good in terms of money.
Yeah, it's not healthy, is it? That's a real problem. Now TSM, almost impossible task. They did it once. I'm not sure if they can do it again, though, because that was more a case of getting that triple stack, that perfect position, catching Fnatic as they entered into the site. But Fnatic have looked fantastic once again. 29 kills for Olaf Meister, almost on that 30 bomb. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him hitting it. Wow, they're going fast straight towards B. Xyp9x has actually come up here. Dennis is going to toss that nade straight down. Device just about backing out in time. There it is. There's the 30 bomb from Olaf Meister. Wow. He will take down Xyp9x, and they're already in on B site.
Olaf Meister, his knife says he belongs to the best, and he's making a damn good case for it. As KGB and Device are all that is left. That's going to be all then onto Device. We are going to be seeing Fnatic then pick this one up unless something insane happens. Dennis ensures it doesn't. And Fnatic still sticking at that 100% success rate here in the Pro League.
Yeah, fantastic play from them. Getting their revenge on train and taking down...
lying. Sorry. NIP beat them.
NIP did beat them, yeah.
Forgot about that.
Fantastic stuff, though, but nonetheless, they're getting revenge. That puts TSM on 13-4, I think, now on train. So suddenly they started losing matches. So suddenly they're realizing, actually, they said they don't like that map. They said they're not very good at it. Now it's starting to show. Okay. Maybe it was just a case of their individual fragging was getting them so far, and now people are catching up, and their dislike for train is starting to show. For me, I mean, I'm no expert, let's put it this way, but they didn't push through Ivy once. That was the big issue. And if you compare it to, say, Virtus Pro, when Virtus Pro played Fnatic, etc., they go through there. Fnatic as well were doing the same. True. You know, you've got to come from every angle, and that once you start coming from just one side, and Fnatic realized it, makes it easier to defend. That's actually a very good point. The fact that, and it wasn't like Fnatic invested an awful lot into Ivy as well.
It was
No, they've just literally smoke it and sit there. A couple of shots
Pronax
through
gets a frag on Cage and B, and
occasionally they'd push it, but that was about it.
There was almost one round, I'm pretty sure JW went aggressive on it.
Yeah, Olaf also came around the back as well.
Yeah, secondary. Yeah, that's right. So, I mean, Fnatic picking up the win there, and it's good to see them looking in good form, even without Crims kind of guiding them through.
Well, I mean, when Dennis comes in, he's not a bad replacement, is he really?
No,
Absolutely
not
fantastic,
at all. I mean, he played fantastically, and I'm not taking anything away from him, but you always have to just take a chunk out of a team when there isn't that fifth man there.
Well, when you can get a sub player that comes in and top frags in 2 of your games, nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. Nice. It's not bad. I think Fnatic have definitely got a good feel for it. Maybe that's Vuggo's responsibility, is finding a player that he feels comfortable playing for his team, as he's going to be picking that one up, as our Fnatic. That about, though, is all 4 of our games for today, Lee. It's been a pretty turbulent one, as we'll kind of, let's rewind.
It's been entertaining, though, real entertaining. I mean, the first game of the day was NIP versus Fnatic, and that was brilliant. That was a brilliant game. Like, just wide open match, some crazy kills. You've probably seen a couple of the highlights from it already, because I see they're on Reddit, etc. So, you know, JW's insane 3K, just a bunch of different wild plays throughout that match. Very entertaining stuff. But NIP, again, it's another win. They're unbeaten so far.
Yeah, and then look at Hellraisers as well, going up against Fnatic. That result is just the wrong way around, but we did see them give them a good going. It was actually Fnatic who triumphed over on Dust2 16-9. And I mean, we got to see a little bit more from Hellraisers, but it was puggy CS. That's exactly what it was. It was just Fnatic charging up mid, Dennis charging up mid more often than not, and moved us into our third one, the French matchup, which saw Envy pick it up pretty comfortably, actually. We were expecting something perhaps a little more from Titan, but it seems that it's not just yet is going to be the term.
Yeah, some big plays from Apex and co in there. It was impressive stuff from Envy. And of course, the last match, 16-9 for On Train there for Fnatic. So Fnatic getting their revenge back at last over TSM On Train.
Yeah, and as always, it's not done just yet. If you are craving more CS action, the boys over in North America will be taking it away. It's usually in about like 2-3 hours time. At the time is like 2
hours
CST?
again. 3 hours again, yeah. 3 hours time. So a lot of Cloud9, a lot of CLG tonight. So it should be pretty good for them.
Okay, Cloud9 Coast, Cloud9 Method, and then is that right?
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I look at read the score sheet out, and it just, the match is coming up tonight for America. It reads like a League of Legends match. You got Team Coast, Cloud9, Counter Logic Gaming. All of these are League of Legends organizations that have basically come across the TSM. Well, there's another one right there. Come across the Counter-Strike and actually doing really well. Yeah,
Cloud9 and CLG, you're going to be seeing 2 games from both of those teams. So do keep your eyes open for that one. That's going to be kicking off very soon. That's going to be kicking off. Then, of course, the games that are coming up. Tuesday starts Tuesday. Yeah, next Tuesday. We've got
just one day as well next week, because obviously a couple of events coming around.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So we've got, hello, Navi TSM to start things off.
Big day. Big day. Yeah, Navi TSM. Are the changes happening? Who knows? We'll find out. What's the recent one? The recent one I just saw was Caesar's left, apparently. So first we had Guardian replacing people.
Who knows?
Now Caesar's gone. Who knows what's happening in Navi? Unless any confirmation, forget what you read, basically, until you see the official thing from Navi. But Navi TSM, big game there. Navi had themselves a pretty good start to the league, but then they've really got a tough day ahead of them.
Yeah, I mean, that is a trial by fire, going in against TSM and then up against Fnatic straight after.
And then NIP Fnatic again. So that they only played each other twice in the season. It's going to happen again next week.
All right, so we're going to have to keep our eyes deadlocked onto that one. It's going to be on Dust2 as well, so that's really going to be worth a watch. And I mean, our final one, even more of an exciting one as well, because it gets the NIP TSM for the first time. Here in the Pro League, of course, not the first time.
First time ever.
That would be surprising. But no, that does kind of conclude our day of CS. It's been a pleasure, and I did all 3. I had the pleasure of doing all 3. I got a real good taste of what the Pro League is going to be bringing us. Saw some shortcomings from SK. Saw the absence of Flipside not being too noticeable just yet, because of course SK do have a couple of individuals to keep your eye on. More from NIP as well, and we're hoping to see you guys back for the NA side of things. And if not, we'll see you Tuesday for more EU side of the Pro League.